this is the first time I've ever really driven the car very far. I've pulled it in and out of the driveway, drove it around the neighborhood, so I was kind of wanting to see, you know, how it would do on the highway. So that's where we were going. Now, before anybody asks, so this is just a roller 351 stock bottom end out of like a 94-ish F-250 or a van or something like that. So it has AFR heads on it. It's got a Victor Jr. single plane. I just put a MSD distributor. It's not locked out, so I have it on like the fastest ramp that it'll do. Actually, I think I have the light spring and then the blue spring, so it's not the fastest, but it's fast enough. And then 6AL2, and I have not hooked up a laptop to it to change anything. So what else is it? Oh, so it's got a rebuilt Holley 750 in it, and it still needs some tinkering. So I've got that air to fuel gauge over there. You can see I have not put the sensor in it, and I will put that in and kind of do some more fine tinkering with it. I feel like it's got a lot more potential, but the problem is the rear gear. It feels like it's a freaking 308, but I'm pretty sure it's a 355, and the stall converter in that transmission. But I do have a built rollerized badass C4 reverse manual valve body, everything. It's the works. I think it's like a 4,000 stall converter, which might be a little overkill for this engine setup, but it'll be good for what I got planned in the future. But once I get all that stuff worked out, I think she'll run good. Also wanted to add that the cam in that thing, I'm pretty sure would be a small cam in a 302. So it tends to pull pretty good after like 45.5, but that's probably a lot to do with the single plane intake manifold as well. I don't know what it'll rev to. I don't really want to push it much further past like 61, 62 until I get everything kind of ironed out, and I want to put it on a dyno and kind of see, you know, if I'm having like any kind of valve float issues. But if it feels like it pulls strong to like 6,000. So you'll see in the end of this video, I did a Dragy run. The car spins really bad. It's got brand new, like some 245 Middos. That's just kind of what I could get on Amazon. I had a bunch of Amazon gift cards. So that tire does not really hook. Once you're rolling, it's fine, but that car doesn't really make enough power to spin the tires from a roll too bad anyway. But from a dig, it doesn't hook up at all, like at all. It did okay. I mean, the exhaust needs hangers on it bad. It's just bolted to these shorty headers. I have some long tube headers on the way, so I really wasn't too worried about it. It kind of rattles, but whatever. So the car is like full tubular suspension. It's got a K-member, A-arms. I want to say that it has either UPR or 2A1 coilovers in the front. They're not strange. It has strange in the back. But it's got some, I don't know the brand of the control arms, but it's got some, you know, tubular control arms in the rear. Strange shocks as well. I haven't messed with any of that, any of the settings. There's no need to until the car is really done. It's not gonna benefit at all really trying to mess with that stuff. But it does ride pretty smooth, and it tracks decently straight. You know, once you get like 100 miles an hour, it's sketchy, but that's any Foxbody. They're not the most solid cars. It does need subframe connectors badly. That's probably like the biggest thing that I want to do as far as suspension and everything goes. But I mean, it ran cool, you know, stayed around probably 185. I'm not sure what the thermostat's in it, but it's probably like a 180 or so. It's got a small electric fan. I mean, it's just a cheap budget LTD. You know, I want to say it probably weighs like 3,200 pounds, but I could be off, so I'm not 100% sure. This drive right here, I just kind of wanted to just get it out on the highway and just kind of see how it did. It did okay. That's me trying to fix the camera settings. I think I had it like on the one. There we go. So I wanted to get it on the wide angle, which is probably not the best shot anyway, but I'm gonna play with it, move it around, see what looks best. Anyway, you're just listening to me cruise around, I guess. Notice me turning the fan on right there. I guess it was off the entire time, but I mean, it ran cool, so whatever. It's kind of funny, the video sped up. It sounds even more like a tractor than it already does. Pull over up here and check fluids. Tick above 180, so that's good. Check some fluids, pop fluid work. So I brought some rags and some wrenches and an extra belt. So it has a 460 crank pulley on it. So I needed the biggest pulley I could find to get enough belt wrap on that water pump. And the spacing is not 100% the same. So I need to shim that water pump or the crank pump pulley out just a tad bit, because it did have a tendency to kind of throw the belt. I put a new Summit brand alternator pulley bracket on it, and it seems to be doing better than that cheap Amazon one that I had. Don't buy that one, it's junk. It ended up cracking, so the Summit one replaced it, and it hasn't thrown the belt yet, but it is still, the spacing's a little bit off. I just checked the oil and the trans level, so they were good, so on we went. Also, can I just say, I love those seats. Those blue and gray LTD LX seats are awesome. Alright. Seems like it's alive. See if it'll launch at all. The car's so slow, it's hard to tell, but it was just spinning the whole time. Needs the exhaust fixed bad. It's got some bad exhaust leaks, so we'll get that dialed. Not a big deal. Need to go do a nut bolt check on pretty much everything. So I did try I forgot to put it in video mode, but it did run a higher mile an hour than this pass right here. So this one, you can see I shut it down kind of early. Had a little bit of a trans flare in that third gear shift, but the only way I could get this thing to run was just babying it in first gear and just kind of easing into it real slow. So that 60 foot 0 to 60 time is incredibly slow, but it did mile an hour. I think I did 105.6 or something like that. So it'd probably do like a 13.5, which is pretty damn slow, but it is what it is. The car runs okay for now. I'm sure with some more tinkering and stuff, I can get it down into the 12s with a little bit of traction and a little bit of luck, and maybe a transmission that's not about to go out. But for the first drive, I'm pretty happy with it. It's slow, but it's fun.